Talk to Neovend. Sleeper, must express plan before we begin. Neovend is impatient. The prospect of being free of vending machine clearly too much to take. Ship mind has no output features. Will be mute until slotted. You won't be able to speak? What's the plan? What's the plan? Servo motors in the machine begin to rev. Neovend's anxiety clears. First imprint ship mind. Then slot imprinted ship mind into physical ports close to Hunter nest. Once slotted, we will track Hunter at each. Tracking will find core nest. Slot ship mind at core nest. Show Hunter data to Hunter. Hunter will conclude sentience. Hunter will invoke killer. Sounds simple. The lights on the vending machine cycle as Neovend prepares. Physical ports likely sealed in old station. We will need keys, but yeah, simple. The vending machine rocks a little. Any questions before imprinting? Why slot you physically? What's the core nest? That's it. Let's get started. Yeah, I got no questions. Let's get started. The sound of all the servo motors starting up at once is painful. The screeches rattle from the hard surfaces of the sealed dock and come back at all angles. Neovend, better be quick or Havenage security will be here. Neovend's voice appears among the squeals like a whisper carried by the wind. Machine is not designed for this task. Few sensors limit inputs. I work blind. Wish me luck. I'm at the top part of the counter compartment. A set of arms aligned with ship mind. Clunkily scraping against it. Can I help? Silence best. Also, if machine ignite, put out fire. The metal creaks as the servos open the ship mind, its layers silicone nested like onion skin. Once open, the main arm of the machine rapidly shifts back and forth, realigning microscopic components, accessing, rewriting them, imprinting Neovends into its physical form. As you watch the hypnotic motion, your mind drifts to your own creation. What processes were used to emulate your mind, to copy the neurostructure of that person who, as far as you know, still sleeps in some distant facility? What was lost? In what ways are you a copy of that person, and in what ways are you something new? You know this much. You are a convenient loophole, a way of circumnavigating the illegality of the sentient AI. After all, you are an emulation, not a true digital being. You are neurologically limited, but still human. But what would you become if you could escape this frame? Where then would the limits lie? The screeching stops. The machine powers down, dropping the bay into darkness. In the top compartment, the ship mind is whole again. You reach up and take it down, heavy and cold to the touch. Is Neovend inside this thing, or did the process fail? There's only one way to know. Time to find a nest to slot them into. So we got another upgrade point. So we got our 2 upgrade points. And we're going to go ahead and get the double data rewards. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out. Havenage Gate. Havenage cipher. This gate keeps track of the Havenage shipyard internal network. Correct cipher can grant you access. We don't have a Havenage cipher. So let's go ahead and look around. I'm not sure where to go from here. So we are going to explore a little bit. Let's go up the... I gotta come up here later anyways. So let's cross real quickly to the other side. Cross the Greenway. And check out the area over here. Greenway Gate. Greenway Gate needs a Greenway cipher, which I don't have either. Open the eye. Cross the ferry. And we're gonna head up. Send to the hub. And let's see if there's anything up here. Key nodes. I think we need to summon the hunter killer. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna dump my die into this real quickly. Ooh, 3 6s. That is beastly. So this should complete this quest right here. I think we need to summon the hunter. So we just need to unlock a little bit more. Sorry. We need to unlock a few more nodes. So that completes this quest right here. Quite the achievement, isn't she? Sandrea Celis must be proud. You turn quickly to see a figure hooded and tucked in the shadows near the viewing platform. Do I know you? This is Castor, Low-End Data Fence. Sadly, no, but I know you, or at least I have seen you passing the low end. You shouldn't rush through so much. The low end's pleasure tends to reward the wanderer. He looks around, but the platform is clear. We should be quick in our conversation, but I don't wish to unsettle you. I deal in data, and I believe you might have need of some. Castor walks out and stands beside you on the dock's platforms. The telltale clunk of magnetic boots accompanies his slow crossing. He notices you look up, looking at them. I don't much like it up here, he explains. I hear that there was some trouble at the Havenage shipyard when they announced the results of the crew lottery. They screwed us. I know, he sighs, meeting your eye. An ugly business. Celis are too used to the way that things work in the core. Exploitation is the only logic they know. He gestures out of the sidereal. You know why they built this monstrosity on the eye? Money control. Control? Certainly, there's no corporate oversight here. But that's not all. He stares at this pristine yellow hole. Celis built it here, says Castor gravely, because they didn't want anyone to know it exists. He rubs his forehead, and secrecy is something I cannot abide. He turns to face you. There are people being loaded onto that ship as we speak, sleeping people locked in cryo sleep like the person that you were emulated from. There are hundreds of them, and Celis wants to send them out to a planet at the edge of the settled systems without anyone knowing where it is. But you, Sleeper, can do something about that. You are like me. You deal with data. You can read it right out of the air. With someone like you on that ship, secrecy isn't a problem. You can ping back whatever I need whenever I need it, as long as you are on board. With you on the Sidereal and some minor modification, he pauses. You will be in my eyes and ears. I will keep track of Celis's grand project through you. In short, says Castor, stretching, I can get you aboard, Sleeper, but I'm going to need you to help me. Who are you? What if I disagree? Who are you? I am a concerned party, someone who likes to know what is happening when it is happening, not afterwards. It's not just me. It's not just me. Yes, your friend Lem. That can be arranged. It is difficult, but not impossible. The condition is, of course, that you go too. Hell yeah. I'm gonna get off this heap of junk. Castor clunks closer to the window, watching the tugs wheeling around the Sidereal. It's a simple offer, and the only way that will get you on that ship. Please consider it. He turns back the silhouette against the ship. But to make it happen, I need your assistance. As I said, there's a Celis Foundation ship docked in the now empty shipyard. I need the data from its servers. This will allow me to produce IDs necessary for your transit. Castor looks over his glasses at you. Celis aren't stupid though. The ship is totally isolated from the station. You'll need to get on board if you want to access the Airwald servers. Once you have the data, meet me at your friend's unit so we can give him the good news. He smiles. I notice his importance to you. And the little one, so cute. You don't extract the data before the Sidereal Horizon leaves the hub, then I will get the message. But we have other options, but you are certainly my preferred one. But be sure when you act, Sleeper. Once you take the data from Celis, you'll set off a series of events that will likely be hard for you to untangle yourself. Either way, I recommend you stop asking around here. You are bringing up a lot of attention to yourself. Castor glances around as if emphasizes his point. There are only a handful of cycles until departure. Sleeper, make your decision. With that, Castor marches off and back off the platform, the sound of his mag boots fading away, leaving you to contemplate the Sidereal's horizon and the part it might play in your future. Sweet. So I have 8 cycles to get that done. Let's go ahead and try to do it now. So we're going to descend the car. And where to go? Okay, so this is Celis' ship. And so, bluff past security. So we need to infiltrate the ship. So we have a few turns to do it. This requires 6. This requires 3. I have a +2 in the bluff past security, or sorry, in gauge. So we're gonna do this, and that's going to get us half, anyways. If Celos' security gets wise to the potential breach of Celos' ship, will go into lockdown for several cycles. Okay, so I have pretty much, I think, like one more attempt to do this. What is this? Okay, I don't need that for right now. Let's go ahead and reset the container for now. Okay, we got okay rolls, but because of our bonus, these are going to get buffed drastically. So we're going to go ahead to the bar, eat up, and then leave. Go back to Celos' ship, and we're going to drop some big bombs on them. Oh, crap. So we've exhausted our bluff past security. So we need to observe and explore. So I have no bonuses in this, so it's just going to be risky. Let's just drop everything and wish ourselves good luck. And one more. Cross his fingers. Got it. Okay. What do I do from now? Extract Celos' data. So let's go ahead and put some dice into that. And we got the data. So let's go and meet up with Castor. Repia or Castor? Castor, Curious Data Fence. Yeah, this is it. When you arrive at Lem and Mina's unit, Castor is already waiting outside, leaning beside the door. Forgive me, Sleeper, but Celos is already buzzing with news of the breach. I was expecting you. Will this work? Don't worry, the breach cannot be traced to specific IDs I'm about to create. Castor reaches into a pocket and produces a sleek green and white hand terminal. Data, please. Hand it over. You hand over a drive with the data, and Castor finishes around the converter cable to hook it up. He slots into the terminal, and after some whirring, a set of 2 transparent films marked with numeric sequences are produced. 2 tickets to uncertain future. Castor smiles to himself. The trial will go with Lem, of course. He pockets them. These are yours first. He holds on the white cube. Your side of the deal. What is it? Something to help us make use of you. He passes you the square, and you rest it in your palm. A small, white, perfect cube. Suddenly, you feel sharp pain and flinch. The cube jumps away from your hand and rattles along the walkway. You look at Castor apologetically. Castor smiles. Not to worry. It has done its job. Now it's for you to do yours. You look down and see a tiny pinprick in the center of your palm. Nothing sinister. Castor puts the terminal away. This way we can keep track of you and the Sigil Horizon. I didn't agree to this. Whatever you need to do. Excellent. Castor hands you the transparent films, and you see shimmering portraits of you and Lem flickering beneath the surface. Go. Give them the good news, and he reaches across the buzzes of the unit. Lem slides open the door, half dressed in his gear. Sleeper, what brings you up here? Come on in. He beckons you inside. You look to the side, expecting to see Castor, but the wall's empty. The unit's clear. Better organized than last time. Lem sits at a thin bar, gesturing for you to sit. Mina's with some of the local kids. Someone has to start doing lessons down the way. She seems to like it. Sit. You sit at the bar. What's up, Sleeper? I have some news. Out with it then, Lem laughs. Rethink things. I have Celos IDs for us. You have Lem Frizz. How? He blinks rapidly as to wipe from the vision. Does that mean... Yep. Lem stands up and paces around the unit. We have to pack. He starts laughing. Holy shit, we have to pack. He turns back to you, smiling. How the hell did you swing the sleeper? A friend helped. Well, thank your friend. Show him the ID films, and he whistles at the portraits. Press his stuff. He pats you on the shoulder. You should stay until Mina gets home. We can tell her together. Sure. The buzzer goes. That'll be her. Lem gets up and opens the door, and Mina and a bundle of energy of life rushes into the room. Robot, she shouts. Lem picks her up. Mina, you won't believe what they brought us. We flash her the passes, and she looks confused. We were going away after all. Meanie. He lifts her up above her head. Oh, that big, beautiful ship. Mina screams and Lem laughs. He puts Mina down and she runs over to you and hugs your legs. I love you, Robot, she says quietly, so only you can hear. I love you too. And a while later, when you leave, you don't even think to check for Castor by the door until it's too late. You stop and turn halfway down the walkway where there's nothing there. Even that little white cube is gone. So you keep walking back through the low end, deep in thought, excited and scared all at once. Okay. So, can I go to the ship now? Send the car. Sigil departure. Okay. So, I don't think there's anything left to do at this moment with the Sigil. So let's go ahead and talk to Rabia. As you enter Rabia's office, you hear voices. Is that Sabine? You push open the door. Sleeper, what good timing, Rabia calls out as you enter. I want to introduce you to someone. The man is standing at the center of the room, speaking quietly with Rabia. He turns as you come in. Meet Yannick. Sleeper, he nods. Been hearing good things from Rabi. He smiles, an easy smile. Good to meet you. Likewise. He waves a ringed hand. Now, Rabi, where were we? Actually, Rabia places her hands on your shoulder. The sleeper was what I wanted to talk to you about. She doesn't spare you a look. What's going on? Well, okay then. Yannick tucks his hands into his pockets. Go on. I'd like to recommend them to you to your ward. A tiny pause. They have shown themselves to be a capable ally here on the Spook side, but we have more than enough to run our territories. I hear the main block is proving more difficult. Yannick leans forward slowly. It's a mess, Rabi. He waits, his tinted glasses shimmering despite the lack of light in the unit. I can use them, he suddenly decides. Rabia smiles. Good to hear. I can immediately. Yannick cuts her off with a raised hand. 1 second. He steps one surprisingly light step closer to you. You eager to work, Sleeper? What kind of work? A question. Yannick lowers his head and raises again, as if he dropped something. Nothing new for you, he answers, not quite looking at you. You don't follow. What is he saying? That concludes it, Yannick pronounces. Sleeper can come work in the ward anytime they like. You shoot Rabia a confused look. Rabia finally glances at you for a moment, but it's so fast you almost miss it. Good, I know you'll be happy with the work they're happy with their work, Jan. Yannick reaches out and squeezes her shoulder. Sure, Rabia, he says. Now please, he says, turning to face you. Let us old friends get back to it. He guides Rabia away, leaving you standing alone. You look to Rabia, but she is deep in conversation, and so, stunned and confused, you leave. Okay, so, not that it matters, but looks like we got more work to do. Let us enter the void and try to draw that hunter a little bit more. So we have a Haven agent. So let's drop this die, extract data, get some more Havenage data, or we're gonna cipher rather. Let's go back and rest. Okay, go back to my unit and let's end cycle. See if this does anything to progress my quest. Okay, we got some really good rolls though. let's go ahead and eat up. So we're gonna spend some cryo. I think we have to wait for the departure of the what's that ship called? Sidriel. So we have Sidriel dock. In several cycles, Sidriel Horizon was set out. You would either be on board or not. So we have to come back and come on board. So okay, we got a few turns to kind of mess around. I'm going to go ahead and end it here for the day. I can only talk so much or read so much. I can talk for extended period of times, but I can only read so much before I get kind of exhausted. So I'd like to thank you ninjas for joining me today, and I shall see you tomorrow to most likely finish this game. So I appreciate it. Have a good one.